Hi everyone, I'm Shelly from There's No Place Like Home at redheadmom8.wordpress.com, and this is Summer. Today I decided that I was going to share with you a quick look at CTCMath.com because I talk about it so often, yet I never knew how to do the screen recording. I'm very tech unsavvy. Is that an actual phrase? I don't know. My 11-year-old son actually showed me how to record the screen. So now that I know, I was able to do that for you so that you can see what CTC Math actually looks like when you're doing it. Now, before I actually start that part of the video, I just wanted to tell you that there are two things that I forgot to mention when I was recording that. The first one is that you are not bound to doing any certain grade level once you sign up for CTC Math. For example, you don't sign up for, say, 4th grade, and then that's what you have to do the entire year until you renew it for the following year. You can use it for any grade level that you choose. So if you decide a few weeks in, a few months in, mid-year, anytime that your child needs to be on a different grade level, whether it's moving them up or down, you can do that. You can skip around as much as you like. That is the first thing I wanted to point out. The second thing that I wanted to point out is that in the video, I also mentioned that each of the online set of questions is usually around 10, maybe 10 or 12 problems that the kids do. If you decide that you would like for your kids to have more practice, or if your child wants to do some more problems, there is also that option. It will ask you if you want your child to do more practice. And if that's the case, then you simply click on that. So I don't want you to think that there's only 10 problems for each lesson that they do. It's just that that is what it presents you with. And if you or your child wants them to do more, you have that option. So anyway, with that out of the way, I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that it gives you an idea of what it looks like. And as most of you know, this is our favorite math program, and I absolutely love it, and I can't see us doing anything different. So here we go. That I wanted to just give you a look into what CTC Math actually looks like, because I talk about it all the time here on my channel, but it's really hard for you to understand really what it's all about unless you're actually seeing it. So let me just log into one of my kids' accounts. Okay, now as you can see right here, there are diagnostic tests, and this is for when you first start with CTC Math. Each grade level has a diagnostic test, so you can you can kind of guess which grade level you think they would be on, and you can have them take either a short, a standard, or a comprehensive diagnostic test. If you already have a good idea of what grade level they're in, you can actually skip those and just start out on the lessons themselves. Now this here is in algebra. Luke is not in algebra though. So I was playing around with it before. That's probably why he was in there. So this is actually a good time to show you that CTC Math goes all the way from elementary school, so that would be kindergarten, all the way up to high school. It goes all the way up to calculus. So this is for every single grade level. Now Luke is doing 4th grade level. And as you can see right here are all of the different topics that he would be doing. So we'll click on number patterns in algebra. And we'll do addition and subtraction. And then he would just each day go down to his next lesson. So as you can see, his next lesson will be 5-digit subtraction. Let's go on 5-digit addition here, just so I can show you what this looks like. It will start with a video.
In this lesson, we're looking at 5-digit addition. Examples. Part A, 53,297, and we're adding 40,852. Well, let's bring some working in space and let's rewrite the question there. Now, it is plus, okay, always identify. Are we adding, subtracting, multiplying? What are we doing? Well, in this case, we're adding, okay, the plus sign there. So we start from the far right. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 5, well, that's 14. So we write the 4 down and carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 8 is 11, okay, 11. So we need to...
An idea of what the videos will look like. And the videos are usually only a couple minutes long. Afterwards, they will go over to the questions. And now this down here, this is not a calculator. This is actually if you want them to type the numbers themselves in, you know, like 3, and then I can't see what number that is because I'm on my phone. Sorry if I'm mumbling. But anyway, yeah, this is just for them to type in the numbers. It's not actually a calculator, so there's no cheating here. And again, there will usually be around 10 problems in each set of questions. Now with the older kids, with the algebra, let me just go back to the algebra really quickly. Because my daughter is doing algebra right now. And with the algebra, one thing that I've noticed is that they don't always have the questions online for them to do. Sometimes they will actually have to do it on a worksheet. So let me see if this is one of those times.
In this lesson, we do some work on order of operations. Now, I'm going to start with a funny sort of word, BIDMAS.
Okay, so as you can see here, it says worksheet. So we're going to click on that, and it will actually bring up a worksheet for them to do. You can either open up the PDF or you can download the PDF. Sometimes some people might want to print it out. My daughter usually uses a spiral notebook, and she will just open the worksheet so she can see what the questions are, but she will write the answers in her notebook themselves, in her notebook itself. Now, as you see over here, it gives the answers. This is not the answers for the questions. It's not cheating. What she has to do is she has to figure out the answer. Say for the first one, it would be 6 plus 8 times 10. Well, 6 plus 8 is 14 times 10 is 140. She would find the 140 here. That's Z. And then she would write that down in her notebook. And then what ends up happening is later on, after she is done with her problems, she has to enter her answers here, and then she would just put Z right there. And then after she finishes writing in all of the answers, it will tell her sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to get this out of here. Anyway, it will tell her what her answers are. So if I would press submit now, it says you must correctly fill in all the boxes. Now, one thing that my daughter does like when she does the worksheets is that if it tells her that she has one wrong, she can go back and she can correct that, and if she gets the right answer, then it will count it as being right for her then. So she does like that. Now, one thing that I as a parent really like about this is that I do not have to correct their math problems. And when you have a bunch of kids like I do, that's a huge help. So it's already corrected for them, and it even keeps their grades for them, which you will see down here. Oh, he hasn't done algebra yet. That's why it's not here. Let me go back to where he's at. All right. Here, we'll just do this one because he already finished this whole section here. So his finishing grade on this section was a 96. So you don't even have to worry about keeping grades. I don't keep grades anyway, but my kids really like to see what they got in math. And it even sends you, the parent, a downloadable certificate for each section so you can print it up and let them know what percentage they got. And they get little ribbons. So there's platinum level, there's gold, there's silver, and there's bronze. Okay, so if you click here on the results, this will just tell you everything that he has done and all of his scores and what dates he did everything. Now I just clicked on the summary report, and it tells you what all he has already gotten done. Now, as you can see there, he hasn't done kindergarten for CTC Math. That's why there's nothing there. So I'm not even sure why that went on kindergarten for him right now. That's probably something that I did wrong. Oh, that's why, because I have to actually click on what he did. There we go. So that's what he's completed so far, and that is what he has not done so far. Wow, there's a lot. It's amazing. I never actually looked through it to see all of the different things that they cover. They cover so much in CTC Math. And one thing that I have to point out is that this is not Common Core. And I love that, because I think that most of us who have looked into Common Core realize that Common Core is not a good thing. And so CTC Math does not teach to the test. They teach in the way that things are learned. They teach in the way that things are retained. And that is why I use it for my kids. And I can't see myself changing anytime soon, if ever. So anyway, yeah, that's all that I have for this. If you would like me to do a more detailed video on CTC Math, I just wanted to give you a brief look today. This was kind of a spur of the moment thing. But if you would like me to do a longer video about this, a more detailed video, let me know in the comments. You probably won't be able to comment here, but you can always head on over to Instagram and you can ask me there. Or you could also, I guess that's really the only place you could. I just thought of that now. Instagram. So we can do that there. Anyway, so if you want to know, just say, hey, can you do a longer video on CTC Math? But anyway, I'm rambling on. Anyway, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave one down below. If you cannot leave one below, again, head on over to Instagram. I will leave the link in the description box, and you can just comment on any of my posts there about this video. That's absolutely fine. And if you like my work, you can check out my Patreon page and see what rewards I have for my patrons there. And I hope you have a great day.